Welcome to Golden Boy Insider. I'm your host, Beto Duran, where we go behind the scenes with the fighters. They'll talk a little bit about their fight that's coming up and also what they've been up to during camp, and we just get to know them a little bit better. Today's guest is 105 pounds. He's in the minimum weight division. Sorry, minimum weight. It's a world title eliminator for the WBO belt, which means if he wins this fight, he becomes a mandatory for the championship. Today's guest, Oscar Manuel Collazo. Or Collazo. It don't matter. He's from Puerto Rico. He speaks 2, 3, 5 languages at the same time. Oscar El Pupilo. The pupil. You're joining us right now. Now you're more comfortable with talking to me, aren't you?
Yeah, now it feels better. It's better to get my name right. You get everything right. That's good. That's a good sign.
Full disclosure, the first time we met, I called him 8,000 other names. So now the running joke between Oscar and I see him and it's a new one. So today he's been Jose Pedro, Jose Pedro. I had him Manuel, but Manuel is his middle name, right? So what is your real name?
No, Oscar Manuel Collazo Lopez. That's my full name.
You just threw another last name at me?
Yeah. It's because I was born in Newark. So when they always use the last and the first name, the Collazo. Pero en Puerto Rico they use both. So you got another problem with Collazo Lopez.
So when he fights again for on a Golden Boy show, he might have 3 last names.
Probably gonna be another second name. Oscar Luis or something.
Throw it in. El Pupilo, the pupil. Where does that nickname come from?
That come from my father. Since I started boxing, he called me the pupil, el pupilo, like a student. Like he's my teacher, you know, and it stuck, and everybody liked it. So. And
you wear the glasses, look like a student, huh?
Probably, yeah. I was studying. I was in the Universidad Católica de Puerto Rico. I was studying tecnología médica. Okay. That's for the laboratory and the sangre, you know, and I almost finished. I want to finish. I'm gonna finish. It's like it's 1.5 years, so I can finish. But I'm just focusing on right now. The biggest test in boxing. You know, I gotta stay 100% focused in this.
Yeah, that's going to college is hard. The hardest part is showing up. But when you're fighting, it's one thing. But when you're this close to a world title, you got to put all the focus on that, right?
Yeah, that's true. And the pace that we're going, like it's going to be my 6th fight. It's fighting another title eliminator. Is like I got to be 100%, 110% focused, and it's because this don't happen every time, man. We gotta get this opportunity and make it our own, you know.
Yeah, the sport of boxing is beautiful. I love working it. Mind you, I've never been hit, I've never been in a ring, and I don't want to be. But I love talking to fighters because everybody has such a unique story. They can come in different sizes. You could be 7 foot like Tyson Fury, or you could be 105 pounds like my man right here.
5'1".
I didn't want to say your height, but go ahead, say it. How tall are you?
5'1".
5'1", 105, and that's what I'm gonna lead to because people see you and they're like, okay, who's this guy? Is he the corner man? Is he the little brother? What is he? But when you tell people that you're a pro fighter, not in Puerto Rico because you're known in Puerto Rico, but just say in the regular street, be like, oh, what are you doing here? I'm a fighter. What do they look like? What do they say?
No, they look at me head to toe like, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah. Well, I don't look like it. No, you should look like people that are a nerd or something. Like a nerd can knock you out. I can tell you that. No, in Puerto Rico, when people see me, they see me like in the newspapers, the television, and when they see me in person, like, oh, I thought you was bigger. You look bigger. I be like, okay.
See,
now you see me.
People say that. Oh, TV makes you look bigger. They tell me all the time. That's why I have 4 or 5 chins, right? So I'm good. but for you, when they're like, oh, they're like, what's the rest of you?
6 feet or something. 105 pounds. The other day, I was comprando a little coffee, and I was in a newspaper. Like, that's you? You don't look like that. I was a little heavier, but still.
You were 110.
I was like 112, 113. They look, man, oh, you look so bigger on that. That's the photo. That's a photo they do over there.
I got to be that jerk and ask, okay, does anybody ever said, hey, you should be a jockey because you're the size of one? Don't hit me, though.
I could count the people that said it. Like, it's like 5, 6 people like, oh, if anything goes wrong in boxing, come to me to get El jinete. I'll be like, okay. I don't like horses. I got bad experiences with horses.
What happened?
is my cousin one day came to my house and said, montate. It's okay, like she ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, okay. And I went, and when I got in the cuando me monté encima de él, it just couldn't stop. The horse couldn't stop. It was trying to hit the cars, trying to hit, and I was smacking him in the eye. Blah. It was a bad. He wanted to pin me in the wall. I was like, nah. I just hopped out and left the caballo right there. No, I don't like that. I ain't like that at all. Trying to bite me? Nah. I don't like horses.
So if you ever see Oscar Collazo, don't ever ask him about him being a jockey, because that's bringing some trauma right there.
Give me bad memories, you know.
And wrap it up here, though. Opportunity to represent not just for Puerto Rico, but for people your size, because they always say is, the little guys, they don't really get this and that, but an opportunity to put on a show, because at the end of the day, I've watched your last 3 fights. You're fun to watch, man. What kind of message can you send? You
know, the message I can send is the minimum weight is coming up again. There's a lot of fighters that are coming up and gritting, putting on great shows. And I'm from my point of view, I'm want to take the step to people that really gonna look at the minimum weight as they look at 140 pound, 147 pounders. We fight all the same. We train the same. We work very hard. It's no difference. It's only difference is the weight. But we come to make the greatest show. The more punches that thrown is in the minimum weight. The biggest fights in the minimum weight. You know. But people discredit that because of the weight. But at least for me, I'm gonna put on a show this Saturday and make sure that everybody see the next fight and see like, I gotta take a look at them and take a look at everybody in the minimum weight.
I'll know this. So when I work a minimum weight fight or a flyweight fight, the notes that I make, I don't use them because I don't need them. These dudes get in the middle of the ring and they just throw. It's never boring with you guys.
It's never 105 and 12, 15, 8. You know, it's about throwing punches and getting the.
But you don't stop throwing punches. You guys just keep going.
I don't know why. I don't know why. You know, if he throw, as my mindset, if he throw 3, I'm gonna throw 4. If he throw 1, I'm gonna throw 3. You know, it probably the mindset for him too, and that's why. The punches go bunches and bunches, you know.
Yeah, El Pupilo, Oscar Collazo. There's your camera, man. Send your shout out.
Shout out to all my people, Puerto Rico. Shout out to all Villalbeño, Juanadino, and everybody in my barrio de Romero. You know, love and kisses. Espérenme este 28, que vamos a ser grandes, vamos a hacer historia. Y esperen un campeón mundial en este 2023. Para ustedes.
El Pupilo, Oscar Collazo. You can check him out on Saturday.
You almost said, son, Collazo. You say Collazo. You heard it, right?
All right. You know what?
I'm counting them.
Turn this microphone off. So what happened was, he said, Collazo. I said it. Then I asked him, how do you say your name? He's like, Collazo. I'm like, okay, Collazo. And he's like, well, it's Collazo. I'm like, well, was it Collazo? This guy is confusing me so much, but no matter what, though, he's 105 pounds. I'm not messing. Whatever name he wants, he gets. Oscar Collazo is fighting on Saturday YouTube Theater. Another edition of Golden Boy Insider.